All right, y'all. So this is part 4, and man, if you've been watching the other 3 parts, man, this is literally like stock market porn at this point. Um, this Jon Stewart interview is just so fucking juicy, and it's just everything we need to hear. And I'm like, why doesn't anybody acknowledge us? Why is it Jon Stewart only, who can't really do anything but just talk to people and make interviews? I want someone to take action. So let's continue with part 4.
It is because there are a lot of things that Wall Street doesn't want, right? And you had Gary Gensler, you interviewed him, and he's like, "Oh well, I work within the system. I can work." I mean, I think he's as people atop the SEC go, he's pretty good, but his hands are really tied.
Pretty good ain't gonna do it.
Jay
So
Clayton,
what's tying his hands? That's interesting. So what's tying his hands?
the
Yeah,
fact
what the
that
fuck?
money buys influence in this country, and it always has.
Okay.
And so
Hey.
and so Wall Street kind of gets the rules that it
But
wants.
Spencer,
Yeah.
Spencer.
Like, money buys influence in this country. Well, duh. Like, are we just gonna keep saying it, but nobody's gonna actually say, like, hey, it's time to stop this shit? Like, just because you give millions of dollars to a campaign so that you get your guy in who supports your position of what you want done in the law, that's fucked up, especially when it's regarding the stock market. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you ever compete with that? How are you going to compete with Ken Griffin when he's like, all right, I want this guy in because he's going to push what I want done, and I'm going to give him $50 million because I'm going to make $50 billion off of it. Like, and then me, the little guy, Mr. fucking Johnwicksnipin with his $800 and 49 shares on Friday, like, I'm going to make a difference? Like, come on. That's what I'm saying, guys. We have to get together. Like, hardcore. I want to give you this strategy next week. I'm going to be talking about it. Every fucking buddy that watches me, Lou, Massalorian, whoever the fuck you watch, come out and make a video talking about your position, what you own. Come out. I want, instead of just watching us and seeing I've got 10,000 views, he's got 30,000 views, that means that all these people are watching. Come out and make a video. You've got the channel. Forget about if it makes you money or not. Make a video, drop it. Call it AMC stock, whatever you want to call it. Come out. I want to see everybody in the fucking community come out with a video.
Look at me. That's the problem.
Right.
Spencer, the problem isn't retail investors pooling together to try and gain the kind of power that is endemic on Wall Street. The problem is the power that's endemic on Wall Street.
Hello.
And what those guys exposed is the essence of what we have to change.
But
It's not changing the guardrails, it's changing the influence that money has on policy making. It's changing the complexities and lack of transparency. It's the problem with complexity is it's much easier to exploit those loopholes in the nooks and crannies than when something has been simplified to make it. And the complexity is there because that's how the big boys on Wall Street want it, because they know they can take advantage.
Yep.
So I don't understand why we're not wholly focused on reforming that part of the system, which will automatically make it safer for retail investors.
Are you fucking guys listening to him? Are you fucking listening to Jon Stewart right now? I mean, really, like, let that shit go in here and up in here and what he's fucking saying. Like, we need somebody who says that to somebody that is going to change it immediately. Fuck all this, like, oh, yeah, we're going to look into it. It might take 10 years. No, motherfucker. Like, these motherfuckers are committing crimes. Like, they're cheating us. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ever had to fucking sell this stock because of an emergency, a medical emergency, and I need the money, like, you can't blame me for that, right? I would still go back and I would fucking file a lawsuit. Okay, I would love to be part of a class action lawsuit saying that, like, yo, you guys cheated me in this situation. Like, this is not the way you're supposed to do this. And I lost money on it. So I want my fucking money back at the bare minimum. Okay, so listen to what this motherfucker's about to say.
that I've written about. I've brought things to NASDAQ, which is a private company that's supposed to protect people on the exchange. I brought things to the SEC saying, hey, I believe that this is a crime being committed. We have no comment. Or we put you on with their legal counsel, right?
They've sent no comment to you?
I wrote about, I'm not going to say what it was, but I mean, some guys who basically stole like $600 million from a bunch of mom and pop investors while it was happening.
Wait, for real?
I was calling them to talk about it, and they, they enabled it. They had to, and not only were they just not doing anything, but like NASDAQ was actively taking steps to help them do it, because that was money for them. So
you see how this shit works with big corporations? It's very simple. When they do something fucked up that they shouldn't do, there's no way you're going to navigate to the person that you need to speak to say, you fucking did this to me. What are you going to do about it? You're never going to reach that, because the corporation is so fucking big. They'll be like, oh, go to our legal department. The legal department, oh, I don't know. Go to the PR department. And you keep getting pushed. I can give you a real quick example. Like FedEx, I was supposed to get a package. It was a very expensive package. It didn't make it to me. No, I didn't have insurance. Yeah, I got to buy insurance for your fuck up. Okay. I didn't have insurance. The package never made it. I strongly believe it wasn't stolen. But when I tried to do something about it, all you keep doing is you call somebody up. Oh, okay, we're going to transfer you here. Oh, that person will call you back. That person calls you back. No, I'm not in charge. Next person. Oh, that person goes, oh, but you got to go over here. But wait a week. Call us back. And that's all they keep doing. When big corporations get in trouble, you get lost in trying to find who it is that you need to speak to, that you just give up at some point, and they don't ever have to pay you or get out of the trouble or anything like that. It's the same thing with this situation. You find the corruption, you're never going to find the person who is going to acknowledge the corruption and do something about it.
But look, Robinhood are not angels here. Robinhood, they employ a former SEC commissioner.
Oh, listen, I'm against them. Listen, I think that they are absolutely not on the side of the retail.
Once you short that motherfucking stock to the ground.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
But you criticize this process, and they're like, they wrap themselves in the American flag, that we're democratizing finance. You're trying to hold people back. We believe that everyone's born an investor. How can you argue with that? Oh, you're democratizing. Well, I guess I'd be anti-democratic then, or I want people to be poor if I oppose what you do.
Oh no, I'm with you on that.
And they have high-ranking SEC people, including an SEC commissioner, on their payroll to protect this. This is just a part of the business model, but it shouldn't happen, because people, they're especially young people, and then they're misdirecting their anger. Payment for order flow is just maybe it's good, maybe it's not good. Yeah, Bernie Madoff, as you point out, he's the guy who came up with it, so not so good. But it's just a mechanical way of these things happening. It's not like that insidious. It's actually one of the few areas where
let's talk about that. I don't think they necessarily, I don't think most of the apes are like, payment for order flow is the worst. I think it's something that they discovered as they were going through it.
Right.
But I do want to talk about that a little bit. And believe me, part of the episode is, this is how the best regulated, most lit part of the market works.
So I'm going to end the video there. You guys can watch it. I just wanted to react to some portions of the video. There's still about 20 more minutes to this video, which you guys should definitely watch. It's very informative. Jon Stewart's the man. That's our fucking hero. That's the guy we got to get behind. But I'm going to leave you guys with this, and that is that next week I'm just going to keep on reinforcing what we need to do, because we can't do what Lou is saying, which is just shut up, it's going to squeeze. He doesn't know that. Nobody knows that. They can literally manipulate this thing until we're blue in the face and we give up at some point. It may take a lifetime, and obviously we're here to make money in this lifetime. I'm not going to hold this until the afterlife, clearly. So like I was saying, we need to continuously support Jon Stewart, tag him, comment on his videos. We need to search for a politician that would take on our case in turn for votes. Like, you want us to vote for you? We've got 4 or 5 million people that are in on this. You can use those votes to help you get in, right? You need to go and fucking push and somebody to answer our questions regarding the manipulation, specifically in AMC. And lastly, the third thing that I was telling you in this video is, I think everybody who owns AMC, everybody that watches me, everybody that watches everybody else, and all of these views, come out and make your own video. Come out and make a video. That way it's fucking flooded in YouTube. flood YouTube with AMC content talking about the corruption. You own shares. What's going on? Why am I being cheated? This is incorrect. It should not be happening. Come out, make a video. It's very simple. Turn on your fucking camera, talk for 5 minutes, and drop it into YouTube and just let it go, and do another one if you want. But I think everybody needs to come out and do that. And as I mentioned earlier in my video, shout out to Lord X Nemesis. The reason, I'm going to give it to you now. I'm going to talk more about it next week, but I'm going to give it to you now. The reason why I don't think this is going to squeeze organically is because they don't have to. They don't have to. It would have happened by now. Watch Teddy Zane's video this morning, where he talks about certain situations with Adam Aaron and why he sold his he got rid of his shares. If he really thought there were synthetics and all that stuff, why would he do that? Okay, it's a good point of view. I don't know that I wholeheartedly can stand behind it, but I can respect the point of view. My thing is that we need to try to push forward, okay? Instead of just waiting here with our hands tucked under our ass, arguing with each other and shit like that, we need to push forward. We need to be heard. We need to shout out and say, hey guys, we're here. Fucking AMC Nation is right here, and we know what the fuck you're doing, and we're gonna keep talking about it, and we're gonna fucking talk to the world about it that invests in our markets until somebody says, oh shit, we better fucking deal with this, because they're talking really loudly and it's affecting our stock market. But getting back to what I was saying is I don't think it's gonna squeeze organically. I don't. If you ask me for my opinion, my honest opinion, I don't think it's going to squeeze organically. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm not going to sell. I'm still going to hold. I could be wrong. I want to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I pray that I'm wrong. But I think until we move forward with action, some sort of action by way of a movement, by way of somebody that has a big platform. If it's not me, no problem. It could be somebody else. But if it's me, I will be the guy. I'll fucking go up there and I don't give a fuck. You already have gotten to know me. You know, I'll call out the fucking biggest dog in the yard and I'll go toe to toe with them. I don't care. I'll be that guy if you guys choose me to be that guy. But we need somebody that has such a large platform that they look at it like, holy shit, we better do something because that guy's got 2 million subscribers and every time he talks, there's a lot of people listening, and we're going to have to, and at that point, it'll probably be a managed event. They'll probably stop AMC, okay, and they'll probably settle out with us. That's what I think can happen. I just don't think it's going to happen organically. If you think we're going to wake up one day and that shit's going to be $500 a share, I just don't think that's going to happen. We're going to they've been cheating this whole time, ever since the beginning of the fucking stock market. Watch that video. I didn't get to that part, but they tell you, like, this has been corrupt since the beginning of the stock market. Okay, they've just found more ways to do it, and as we've evolved with technology and stuff like that, they have different ways that they keep coming up with. I don't believe in the SEC and the regulations that they're going to put in. That's not going to do anything. They've got so much money that they can bury this fucking situation unless we unify and we come out and we show them that we're here and we are acknowledging it. We need our politicians involved. We need you guys to make YouTube videos. That's the only way it's going to happen. You got to want this. You got to want to be a part of this, okay? And if they stop the trading AMC, so be it. If they halt it, they do whatever until it has to be investigated, so be it. The stock's not doing anything anyway. It's not going anywhere anyway. They go up to $18, $19, whatever, and they drag it back down to $13, $14, $15. So what's the difference? So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Johnwicksnipin is out.